Hello everybody, my name is Max191 and this is WoT Blitz. In front of us we have the SU152, which is self-propelled gun on the chassis of KV or modified KV chassis, which has 3 guns, but we will talk about them after this. My personal opinion about this machine is that in some occasions you will need the 122mm gun, but in some occasions you will need the derp gun 152mm gun. Yes, I know I said too much the word gun, but this is the reality. It isn't very maneuverable machine. With 95% crew trained, you will have nearly what you will have in 100% or crew mastered. So there is not a very big difference, if you ask me. It has nice health pool. It deals nice amount of damage with every single gun. All round is a good machine. In the mediocre Spectre, because well, for tier 7 this is very nice, but I can tell you that if you're with Yak or the Flat Panzer or Yak Panzer 4, you're better. If you're in a Yak Panzer, you're better. I had fights versus the T25AT. You will be all around better with the T25AT versus the SU. With the T25/2, there's a big difference between those two machines, and you will come out victorious in this kind of battle if you are in the SU. For the British machines, well, to be honest, you will have difficulties to penetrate the 88, let alone for the 87 or 8015. For the French, well, the ARL V39 is easy target, the AMX AC46, well, different story. For a mediocre machine, it's pretty nice. I will buy back the SU100 and I will go for the SU100M1, but this is after I get the ISU152. Now, some technical specifications. As I said, this thing has a pretty nice health pool, 1000 hit points. It has 75mm of frontal armor, which is pretty much useless if the enemy knows where to fire. The sight armor is 60mm. Well, this is part of the sight armor, so if you're trying to penetrate the vehicle here, you will be surprised. It's pre-angled, so you may angle the vehicle a bit, but do not angle the vehicle too much, because otherwise, well, the shells will penetrate pretty easy. In the back, 60mm, well, I think there is no need to tell you that if you're caught off guard with your ass in front of the enemy, you are pretty much toast. Weak spot, well, I think it's pretty obvious here. The ammunitions part of them are here, and the other part is over here. The gun breech ends somewhat over here, so the loader or loaders must use their combined strength to shove in the 152mm gun shells or the 122. The vehicle weighs 45.81 tons. This is classified as a heavy tank destroyer or heavy self-propelled gun for World War II standards, to be precise. It has 660 brake horsepower engine and maximum speed of 43 kilometers an hour. I'm sorry. The traverse rate with the stock tracks is 35.60 degrees per second. I do not see the need for me particularly to research the newer tracks, because these tracks won't help me for the SU152, to be precise. For the gun, now there are three guns. The first is the stock gun, 152mm ML20 mod from 1931 through 1937. For all intents and purposes, this is the same gun as the KV2, but because this gun is an tank destroyer version, you will need, well, to research it more or less. In this case you won't need it because, well, you will get it with the tank. Just for a sec. Yes, you will get it with this vehicle. The second gun is the 122mm A19 mod from 1937. For all intents and purposes, this gun is the same gun as, just for a sec, this here. The third gun, again, you all can get it in the same gun particularly is this. The third gun of the IS is the third gun of the SU152. With this gun, with this amount of crew training, provisions, consumables, and everything you can figure out, the reloading time between each shell is 7.86 seconds, which is very nice. The overhaul rate of fire is 7.63 shells per minute, and the aiming time is 4.7 seconds. The dispersion is 0379 meters for 100 meters. Overall, very nice stats for a 122mm gun, Russian gun to be exact and precise. Maximum view range 237 meters, with crew mastered 242, which it isn't very big difference, to be honest. Now, average penetration, average damage in this order. AP 175mm, 400 damage. APCR or armor piercing composite rigid, 217mm, 340 damage, which isn't very bad. High explosive 64mm, 500 damage. Please keep in mind, for the high explosive to deal such amount of damage, it must penetrate. Now for the first gun. Why I said in the beginning, sometimes you will need one of the 122mm guns, in other times you will wish to be with the 152mm gun. Now, let's say that the Speer Panzer 1 is coming for you, or the ARU. Well, with high explosive you will kill them with one single blow, in most of the cases, with the 152mm derp gun. But if in front of you is a let's say something like the IS. The high explosive anti-tank has the penetration but does not have the damage. The 122mm gun has the penetration and has the damage. Because the high explosive, yes, it may penetrate 250mm, but let's say if the IS is angling, you will deal less damage. But with the armor piercing, you will spend less gold or credits per shot, and also you will get a decent amount of damage. Now, either with the 152mm gun or with this one, there are vehicles which you will not be able to penetrate, as, just for a sec, this one over here. And you will see in one of the replays, I think. So, let's go to the replays. I will put some music, and yeah, I will mute also the mic. So, I hope you all enjoyed the video. If this is the case, please leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, because well, this will help me very much and I need the support. If you can, give it to me. Max191, have a nice day and I will see you hopefully in the next video. Bye bye!